Hey everyone, welcome to Indie Corner, the place where you can get all your Nintendo indie news all within 5 minutes. On today's show, it's pretty light. We didn't see anything released in Europe, but I have a lot of Kickstarters for you guys to look at. So let's start off with last week's eShop news in North America. Here's what's hot in the Wii U eShop. Releasing in North America last week was Elliot's Quest. Cursed with immortality and growing weaker each day, Elliot must seek out a cure to free himself. Collect various abilities and spells on your journey and unlock multiple endings. Releasing alongside Elliot's Quest is Pentapuzzle by RC Maniacs. Challenge yourself in over 70 levels of block-twisting puzzles. Turn various shape pieces to fill out the empty spaces and complete each challenge. Lastly, we have the arcade space shooter Destronaut. The game features 3 game modes, including Classic, Time Attack, and Multiplayer. Shoot down space invaders while collecting power-ups to get a high score. On the 3DS side of things, we received Navy Commander and Iron Combat War in the Air. Navy Commander takes the classic Battleship board game and upgrades it with some animations and more customizations. You can choose how many ships you're playing with, grid size, and how many secret weapons are available. Or you can take to the air in Iron Combat War in the Air. Take control of your ship and shoot down enemies to unlock the campaign mode story or aim for a high score in free play. The more kills you score, the more you can upgrade your ship. Now, are you ever wondering what kind of indie games are coming down the pipe? If not, you really should be asking yourself that because there are some really good games coming out. Here's a few to look forward to. Circle Entertainment is back and porting the very popular Samurai Defender. The game uses the theme of feudal Japan and plays as a castle defender with a twist. Players have more control over how to defend their castle by being able to control some of their defenses via touchscreen. Continuing with Japanese themes, next is Neon the Ninja. This 2D punk rock action stealth game gives you control of a ninja that can blend in with neon lights. How you progress through the level will be up to you, either slash through all your opponents or sneak around them in true ninja style. Last one for you guys is the Wii U exclusive Namon's Calcu Quest. The game aims to merge the educational genre with some RPG elements. Introduce your little gamers to the joys of smiting and capturing enemies with the power of math. And now, as promised, we take a look at Kickstarters. If any of these games look a little bit interesting, do go to Kickstarter.com, links are in the description below. Do back these projects because they need help in getting funding to bring these projects to life. Remember that a lot of the times what you're seeing is alpha game footage, not the complete product. As well as in Kickstarter, you can always help out the indie developers by pitching in ideas and suggestions on how to make their game better. So do head on over there if any of these look interesting to you. Remember that checkers-like games that was first shown at E3 when the Wii U was first introduced? Well, it looks like that game, Othello U, never came out, at least not in North America or Europe. Now there's a Kickstarter to bring that game to life for a measly $1,000. Fans of board games should definitely take a look at this. For more action, you should look at Blazefall Binalblades, which is seeking £40,000 in funding. You control 2 characters that each have their own strengths depending on time of day. One is stronger at night while the other is stronger during the day. Players will choose which levels to tackle as well as have to plan what time of day to tackle them in depending on their character. A few weeks ago I covered an upcoming game titled Ralin, Dwarf Wars. That game has now launched a Kickstarter and is seeking £45,000 in funding. The game is a roguelike hack and slash RPG featuring a rugged dwarf. The game is community driven, ensuring that you have a voice in how the game turns out. Back it up if you'd like to see this sort of game come to the Wii U. For a game with more strategy and JRPG flavors, check out Mystic Tales Legend of the Janovi Gem. The game plays much like a chessboard, however when a piece is taken off the board, a card battle is triggered instead, opening a whole new game inside the game itself. The whole game is wrapped in a story surrounding the Janovi Gem, which will unfold as players progress through the game. The game is seeking $75,000 in funding. Fans of the zombie genre might want to check out Once Bitten, Twice Dead, seeking $20,000 in funding. The game is set in an open world where players are free to explore, craft weapons, kill zombies, and most importantly, survive. The game will feature various modes as well as put the gamepad to good use by letting you organize your inventory, maps, etc. on the second screen. As for our exclusive content, we had 2 reviews posted to help you decide if last week's releases are worth your while. Akia gave Elliot's Quest a good score due to its visuals and how the game lets you explore it on its own without holding your hand. Its main cons were its dull audio and the fact that it's a bit hard to get a full grasp of the gameplay style. As for Pentapuzzle, it got a pretty low score from Janovi because of poor audio, visuals being extremely frustrating and overpriced. Its redeeming features were its great concept, and while frustrating, the puzzles are still clever and challenging. And now you're all up to date for March 24th, 2015 on all your Nintendo indie news. Thanks again for joining me. Now remember, I'm also throwing a 1-year anniversary contest for Indie Corner because we've been around for 1 year. You can check out the video, pointing in the wrong end, this way. And we still have 2 weeks in the contest where all you have to do is send in an introduction to Indie Corner, much like I do. All you gotta do is put a camera on you, do something funny that says, "Welcome to Indie Corner," 5-minute thing. Be creative with it. The more creative you are, the better chances you have at winning 7 indie games. There's 3 t-shirts, a mug, there's this thing, very nice mug warmer. There's actually a proper name for it, which I don't know at this time. But do check that out. You can win a ton of stuff all for free, and you know, it's gonna take you maybe 30 minutes to put together. Do check it out. Remember, follow me on, you can follow me on Twitter at Jason_Lapine, or you can follow Indie Corner at IndieCorner_NE for more indie news throughout the week. Be sure to also keep it to NintendoEnthusiast.com for all your Nintendo news. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, keep on playing indie.